All right, y'all, so I'm gonna show you some of the things that I have in my carry-on. Got this beautiful journal from one of my friends, Dr. Wright. My friends and I love to journal. Very important to me. I also have this beautiful coloring book another friend gave me. So, you know, always keep artistic something. Got my laptop in my bag. I always carry tea. Love and immunity tea and ginger tea always. Got my sunglasses in here. You know, some of the essential things like my cords, headphones, right? I got this really cute travel bag. So as you see, I have blue on. Blue is one of my color themes this trip, and it's symbolic in a lot of ways. One, my birthstone is sapphire, so I love blue. But also I'm gonna be in like the Mediterranean and North Africa, and I love the blue that's there. But also I'm taking with me the spirit of Yemaya, blue rivers. And so yeah, I have my little toiletries in here. And then I have most of my camping stuff is in here. So I have my hiking shoes and some flats, so to speak. What is that? Flip-flops, slides, and then my camping clothes. So that's what I have there. And then in my baggie to go, got my earbuds, got some wipes, got ginger chews. It's always good to keep your throat, you know, moisturized when you're in that dry air. Lip balm, lotion. I have lemon balm, keeps me calm, especially when I get really excited. Lip gloss, my wallet, and this is what I'm really excited about. Oh my, that fell. Compression socks. This is my first time wearing compression socks, and I have them for the whole duration. I have like 4 pairs, so we're gonna see if these really make a difference. I don't really have you know, circulation issues, but gonna see it. So about to head out. All right, so we have an interesting start to our morning. I was up early, ready to get grounded, and then I got an email that led me to handle some business with customer service. I was on the phone for over an hour. So I had to start getting ready later, which kind of made me push things. And so I missed the loading period for check bags by 4 minutes. And even though I didn't miss the boarding time, I missed the drop-off time, which resulted in me being booked on the next flight. And thankfully, I had my lemon balm and just breathe, because, you know, I'm not in a rush, and it's okay, and everything still worked out. And because I'm flying first class, I just wanted to make sure I could still get on first class. So alright, and the morning just keeps getting more interesting. So I decided, oh, I'm gonna just go to the Alaska Lounge. I'm flying first class, and gave me a discount. So I had to pay $35. Now, it's not a problem because I got in. I do find it interesting though. Alaska, like United, has, even if you're flying first class, there's still nuances to being able to get into the lounge. So with United, I know if you're doing domestic first class, you can't get into the lounge unless you have their like lounge membership. Only international first class, business class flights get into the lounge access. And then so for Alaska, if you're flying anywhere under 2,000 miles, apparently you have to pay for first class, if you're a first class ticket holder. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So then I was like, okay, well maybe I'll do the Amex lounge, but I forgot Amex is in the Tom Bradley, and it's like, it's always a nicer lounge, but I just didn't feel like walking. I mean, partially probably would have been a good idea so that I could get my steps in, but I am just trying to stay zen, because at the end of the day, I'm not in a rush, and I have to remember that, and it's okay. I don't have anywhere to be, thankfully. Now I do have to pick up my Jeep today. I arrive at 3:20. I have to pick up my Jeep at 3:30. So, yeah. But this is where we are, and all I can do is be present and remember that everything works itself out, and that's that. So the positive thing about getting this extra time is I wanted to do some seed planting before I started my journey. And so now I get an hour and a half to send in emails and do seed planting. So I'm actually kind of happy, relieved it worked out, because I don't want to get to Seattle thinking about, oh, I didn't do this thing. So now I get to do this thing. So what's the thing? Essentially, I created this form and I shared it with people on Threads who are open to thought partnership or any type of like project collaboration, to start building community and connections. So I got responses back on the form, and I'm going to be emailing people back now. So I'm pretty happy about that. I feel like I'm passing all the tests. The tests are coming up, and my insides feel calm, which is always great. All right, so I just finished having some breakfast, enjoying a little mimosa. We got our first set of reflections already. All right, so this morning I woke up very early, like I always do, 6 o'clock. I was doing my gratitude, and I checked my email, and I got an email that required me to call some customer service to get clarity on something. Now, in hindsight, I could have left it alone. I could have handled it when I got to Washington. But I feel like my brain is like, anything that needs to be handled, I want to handle. so I can go into relaxation mode. You know what I mean? So I had to make a call to customer service, which led me to be on the phone for an hour. Okay, so here's the time now. Now it's 8 o'clock. Now my flight left at 10. I really just needed to be, I was planning on being at the airport by 8:45, which meant I really needed to leave at 8:20. So now it's 8 o'clock and I need to take a shower. So by the time I take a shower, my stuff was pretty much together last night, you know, but take a shower, put my face on, not a face, but you know what I mean. It's now about 8:30. Had a cup of tea and called the Uber. The cutoff to drop off my bag was 9:10. I got to the counter at 9:14, which meant that I had to get booked on the next flight because they do not let people get on flights separately from their bags. And so instead of leaving at 10, I got booked to leave the next flight at 12:20. Now, I was really praying in the car, like, okay, let everything work out. Let me be on the flight with my bag. Let me make my flight. But it wasn't the flight that I was booked for. It was for the next flight. So, you know, sitting with that, and I'm like, okay, it's not the worst thing. I have to pick up my car at 3:30. I will be landing at 3:20. That's the only time down thing that I have to do today. And for me, like, well, now I get to just relax in the lounge, have some breakfast, and there is a little bit of something I wanted to do before I left. Okay, no problem. So I head to the lounge, assuming that it would be complimentary since I'm flying first class. It's not. So I have to pay $35 if I want to sit in the lounge. Do I go to the international terminal and use my Amex lounge benefits, or just stay where I am? Well, it's simpler if I stay where I am, and it's $35. Okay, no problem. Then I sit down. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record a video. Let me get my headphones. Oh, I left my headphones. I have these, but I don't have my corded headphones, which I really love and prefer. Well, I'm going to eventually have to get some more headphones, but it's okay. It's okay. And this is where we're starting, okay? So I pay attention to things like this. Like the days when you are going somewhere and you find a parking spot right away. I think that that's an indicator of like the ease of the day, right? This day, starting out with the issue with the customer service, I was like, oh, this is going to be an interesting day. So I'm already seeing that there is going to be, I'm not going to say tests, but opportunities for me to continue to lean into everything's going to be okay. And even a difference still leads to, a different path still leads to the path that you're supposed to go. And the different path actually sometimes works out better. that's where we are. I'm not anxious. I'm not concerned. Thankfully, the person that I'm meeting up with in Washington is like a very grounded Zen person who I can already tell has a different relationship with time than me. She's like a very relaxed person. I'm like selectively relaxed. I'm relaxed when I'm induced. When I have induced relaxation with an herb. She's just naturally relaxed. And so this is the sabbatical. I got a message about, before today, I got a message yesterday. Yes, thank you. I got a message about not moving forward, planning, organizing, and just existing, like for premium manifestation purposes. Low to no effort and just exist. And so that is what I'm anchored in right now. If something happens, no resistance, just okay. That's just how it's gonna be. Not try to like change it, you know, unless I do need to advocate and use my voice. So I like the direction of this. I really like the direction of this. I think that it's important to know when to fight and when to rest, or when to push and when to just be. And so I like where this is going. I like where this is going. I simply just updated my itinerary, and I just want to speak of the shifts in terms of gifting and what they offer me. I told myself yesterday that at no point in this week am I going to complain. That is my challenge. So I will observe something for what it is, and then I'll just exist and pivot accordingly. And that's where we are. After a complex morning for a week, very simple first class experience. I had to wait till everything was ready to get a drink. I ordered a cheeseburger. It was a smooth ride. I was very excited to get to Seattle and just see how beautiful it was. The weather, I felt like, okay, this was a change in the tide. This was a change in the place. The ride was smooth. He's also going to be camping with me. Able to head straight to baggage claim. I'm excited.
I realized that I don't need much to be happy.
Headed
I would rather
straight
be
to
more
Camper to pick up my Jeep. So we were here for about a good hour and some change to go over my camper. This is what it looks like. I got a Jeep with a pop-up tent. So we went through the whole thing. Very exciting. It is going to be an amazing trip because the weather was amazing. It all felt like very, very doable. Going to be out here. I'm like, we outside. Yeah. I absolutely need to capture this moment because I, in fact, put Costco in my GPS and drove for 15 minutes. And this is not a Costco warehouse. This is a Costco receiving warehouse. Like, y'all, when I tell you this trip is going to be so interesting, it's really going to be so interesting. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself. And it's going to be really interesting because the things that have already unfolded the first day, you know, I'm so glad I have lemon balm because that is what's going to keep me sane. For the experience. Anywho, this is what we got. I decided to get prep food to keep things simple. Headed to Trader Joe's, and I didn't capture what I got in the end, but I'm going to show you my full haul. So let me show you what I got from Costco. So this chicken salad, grapes, Aussie bites, which I love. This is a 4-pack. These cucumbers, romaine, and these chicken wraps, and water. Okay. I've already started putting things in my cooler. So you see there's 4 of these. These I got from Trader Joe's. Carrots, bacon, cheese. This is gonna be for chili cheese Fritos and breakfast tacos, as well as my taco bowl. Got some hummus and salsa, eggs. Got these for snacks. Banana. This is gonna go with the chicken salad as a sandwich. Bam, bam. Avocado, you know, whatever. This is like an extra something. Like more. Elotes. This is a 4-pack. Love that. So I got 2 turkey bone broths. That'll go broth like that. And then the turkey chili, which I will eat with that. Bam. And then I'll also add some of that. And then beans for the breakfast burritos and the taco bowl. And then this is a snack. And these are for in the morning. Yep, that's what we got. So you see everything back here. This was $200 worth of food, which is crazy. Didn't think it was gonna be that much. Oh, and then I bought these containers to put food in. So I am gonna be good when it comes to food. Have snacks, I have lunch, I have dinner. I have it planned out to where the tacos are gonna be like 2 to 3 meals. The ramen is like 4. There's 1, 2. There's like 6 or 7 pitas. The chicken salad sandwiches are gonna basically be like daytime. The wraps are gonna be daytime, and the warm stuff is gonna be for the night. So that's what we got.